Hello, I'm Carolyn McGiven. I'm a film historian and I've written several film star biographies. When I was researching my last book, which was about Edward Woodward's life, I came into contact with a lot of his relatives. When I was interviewing Tim Woodward, he asked me what my next project was going to be. And I was telling him about a novel I had planned, which was about my father's experiences in the Second World War. In the conversation, Tim suddenly said, "But this should be a film, it should be a screenplay." I liked the idea, but I'd never written a screenplay before. Tim put me in touch with an Oscar-winning director who's been advising me on how to put a screenplay together. It's been great fun. He's quite interested in the script himself, so there's an ongoing relationship with him. But in the meantime, I've been doing a lot of research, and there are two parts that the film will take. One is, my father died 3 years ago. When he was in hospital, he was put on the NHS Liverpool Care Pathway. That's an end-of-life programme where food, water and all medication is withdrawn, and the patient is expected to pass away peacefully within 24 hours. With my dad, that wasn't the case. We had no idea why, but he survived for a further 6 days, and it was very, very traumatic for us. So that's one side of the story. I want to look at that. But while he was in the process of leaving us, he was rambling about his experiences in Burma. None of us had any idea what he was talking about, but he kept mentioning mules and marching, and he kept telling us to be quiet or they'd hear us. After he died, I decided I'd look into what he was talking about. I wanted to know more. The story that I found was absolutely incredible, and it turned out that my dad had signed on to go to war age 16. He was underage, and I think that was quite common in the 1930s and 40s. So that wasn't anything special. What was special is that he marched thousands of miles behind Japanese lines in Burma when he was only 17. The story is absolutely full of horror and comradeship and lots of funny incidents as well. But they went days and days, often without food. They marched hundreds of miles, maybe with a day's rations. All of them. 90% of the soldiers who came out were hospitalised, whether they'd been injured or not. They all suffered mental problems, but I was never aware of that. That never came across in my father's life to me. The soldiers who went into Burma are now known as the Forgotten Army. Nobody knows their story. It's highly emotional, and I would like to remember it. So with the help of this Oscar-winning director, whose name I will not give at this moment, I'm preparing a script, and it will cover both of those controversial topics. I don't know anything about filming, obviously, but I'm working with people who do. But I'd like to contribute something toward the pre-production costs. I'd like to do some of the research in Burma so that I can understand the conditions that they were marching in. Very often they were marching in the monsoon, and their boots and their trousers would just rot away. It was an incredible feat. And I just would like to tell the story. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you feel you can help. Thank you.